Alright guys, welcome back to more Ignorance in Basketball. Now before we get into this video, two quick announcements. Number one, if you're not following the Twitch, I'm telling you guys again, you're missing out on the best part of Ignorance in Basketball. Here is a clip. This is worse than the LeBron interview. This is pathetic. I've never seen a coach this down bad in my life. I feel bad. Kenny, I feel bad. This is just sad. I'm just kidding. I don't feel bad because it's fuck you energy, and it will always be fuck you energy. I don't give a fuck. There you go. And that's just a very small sample of the kind of ignorance that's on that channel. Number two, the Death Valley t-shirt will be taken down soon, most likely. I'm probably gonna take it down after the series because we're gonna have a new design. So if you want the first official piece of merch for the cult, your time is limited because you know the brooms are out. And speaking of brooms, let's get into this video because my God, was that hard to watch? I'm sorry. Even on Discord, we didn't give a shit. Like 5 minutes into the game, we were talking about anime for an hour, literally. It was so pathetic. This series is ridiculous. The Suns aren't even fucking trying. They don't care. They're beating this team's ass without any effort. I'm like, damn. It was so pathetic. The Nuggets crowd was cheering like Jokic hit a fucking game-winning buzzer beater in Game 7 of the Finals just when they got it within 6. They were hyped about that because they're like, we know we're not going to win. Moral victories. Bitch, there are no moral victories. And speaking of the crowd, it got so fucking bad at the end. Shout out to Eddie for pointing this out on Twitch. The crowd was cheering for the Suns. They were saying, let's go Suns at the end of the game. I'm like, damn. This is just pathetic. I've got nothing to say. How am I supposed to make a video about this bullshit ass series? I'm sorry. Again, this is why, for those of you who asked me to do them, this is why I do not do series previews. Max Kellerman with his crackhead lips, he said, it's going to be close. It's going to go to 7. But I got the Nuggets. Jokers have the best fucking player. Do they? Because let's be real, Death Valley. If the Suns traded Devin Booker for Jokic, who's happy about that? Are we happy about that? I'm fucking pissed. Jokic runs 1.5 miles an hour. He looks like a fucking elephant that got shot in the knees. That's how he runs. That's why your defense is ass. Because your best player is slow as fuck and can't guard a motherfucker at the park. I'm sorry. That's just the truth. Again, I will say it for the 5th time. When one player leads in points, assists, and rebounds, that's not a good thing. Yesterday, Booker led in points, Ayton led in rebounds, Chris Paul led in assists. That's how it should be. That means other people are contributing. So you can fucking clap it up because he does a bunch of things, but look where it gets you. It gets the fucking brooms out. So who the fuck cares? Do you care about stats or do you care about winning? I care about winning. I don't give a fuck if Devin Booker averaged 3 points this whole series. If they win, that is muy bien for me. You know? So Nuggets fans, I'm sorry. You probably shouldn't have even beaten the Trailblazers. If I'm Damian Lillard, I am so fucking mad right now. I'm like, are you fucking serious? We're finally healthy for the most part. We lose to this team that gets swept in the next round. Are you fucking kidding me? They didn't even have Murray. They didn't even have Will Barton with his fucking generic looking ass. And also, not only is the name Sarge banned from this cult, we have Dario now. Will Barton, I don't know who the fuck that is. His name is Safeway because he is the generic human being. If you told a random person to just draw a black guy, that is what he would look like. He is as generic as they come. You don't have a real face. You don't have any real features. You are generic. And that's just the truth. I'm sorry, William. I'm sorry, but I'm just telling you what's true. But like, damn, like how am I supposed to break this game down? Honestly. We were talking about anime for like an hour straight. We were looking at our phones and shit. They got it within 4. We didn't give a fuck. We weren't scared. We're like, okay. And, bitch, you've done nothing. You've shown us nothing all series that you're a threat. All I do when I watch basketball, anytime I look at another team, are they a threat? That's how I process the sport. Is it healthy? No. Is it make the game less interesting? Yes, but it's who I am. Okay? This fucking Nuggets team is trash. They're fucking trash, and it hurts my eyes to watch them. They're so bad defensively, I don't understand it. Bitch, why are you leaving Chris Paul, who's the best mid-range shooter in the fucking league and has been for years? Why are you leaving him open from the mid-range? Would it be perhaps because your MVP, who has man tits, by the way? What kind of sport is basketball? Like NBA. Are we really giving out MVP trophies to motherfucker with man breasts? Are we serious? We can't do better than that? We can't do better than that. That's where that gets you. But would it be perhaps you're leaving Chris Paul open because your MVP can't step up because he's slow as fuck? So if he steps up, they will just blow past him for an easy ass layup. Maybe that's why you're actually not that fucking good. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Who gives a shit if you can pass the ball? I don't care. I really don't care. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck. And I love how these clowns are just talking about how amazing Jokic is when, again, we just fucking saw his ass get exposed in the playoffs a couple months ago by the Lakers. Where the fuck was he then? Nope, everybody just forgot about that. He plays well against the Trailblazers, who play as much fucking defense as a female high school team, and motherfuckers want to act like he's Jesus Christ. What the fuck are you talking about? Where is your brain? You do this for a living. What is wrong with you? That's how he showed up against the first good defensive team. And he was MIA. Well, I can't say he's MIA. It's really his team. But the motherfucker played pretty good. What was he, like 13 of 29? It's not amazing, but it's not bad. 20 boards, 10 assists, still lost. By what, like 14? And if they wanted to win by 30, they could have. They just didn't give a fuck. I would say the Suns are giving about a 5 out of 10 effort and just beating the shit out of this team. And it's boring me. I'm bored. Nuggets, I would say I need you to do better, but you're inept. You're incompetent. You're unable to do better. Even the coach was like, they tried, they came out. This is you coming out? You motherfuckers didn't have a lead. It was 3-2. That was your only lead of the game. 3-2. You hit a 3 to start the game, and that was it. You didn't lead for a second thereafter. I'm like, damn. This is supposed to be your chance. This is supposed to be you guys at home. 18,000 people. 91% capacity. And this is what the fuck I see. I'm like, golly, bro. Do I even need to watch Game 4? Of course I am. But, like, come on. I wouldn't blame if people didn't even watch the shit. If I'm a Denver fan, I'm not going to that bullshit. I told you guys they were literally cheering for the Suns. They said, let's go Suns. I'm like, damn. Chris Paul had 27 points in his fucking sleep. He's hitting, I can't say game-winning shots, but, like, big shots, I guess. Is it a big shot when you're up by, like, 13? He's hitting shots that are basically saying, you're not coming back, sit the fuck down, whatever you want to call those. He's hitting those. You know how much of a shit talker he is. We saw him fucking slapping, what's-his-face on the ass. What's his name? Robert Covington? I hope that's his name, because I feel like I just made that up. But we see him doing that type of shit. All the petty shit he loves to do. I'm back, talking all this shit, ask about me. He's hitting these big shots. He's not even hyped. He's just like, another day at the office. He's basically like, am I shooting in a gym by myself, or are you guys going to play defense? God damn. Now, one thing that makes me excited, because we talk about this on Twitch, the Nets scare us. The Nets scare us, as they should, I guess. But I'm saying, like, this Nuggets team plays like middle pack defense, right? They're probably like middle of the league. I would say the Nets are probably the same, maybe a little bit worse. So I'm like, if the Nets play defense like this, man, I don't give a fuck how good their scoring is, because I know the Suns will show up defensively, or I hope they will, right? I know the Suns will show up better defensively than they will for this series, because they know they're not dealing with Austin Rivers. They're dealing with like James Harden, bit of an upgrade. So I'm expecting the type of defensive intensity that we saw against the Lakers, but without the Lakers defense against us. So it's like that brings me hope, but we'll see. Obviously, we'll see. I still think the Suns can beat anybody, but doesn't mean I'm not a little bit worried. Also, I'm excited to see this Jazz game today. I figure if the Jazz win this game, they're for real, and they're a real threat. Now, are they going to win? Probably not, but they're a real threat. They're not just, the Hawks from whatever ago when they won like 60 games and got their ass beat by LeBron. They're a legit team. So today will show me a lot, but let's get into these stats because I can't talk about that ass beating anymore. I mean, when Devin Booker is crossing people up, getting easy ass layups, and he's doing left-handed floaters, I'm like, is this a fucking NBA game or am I watching the goddamn Washington Generals? Because this is not muy bien. It's not entertaining. It's boring. It's boring, and it would be sad if I was a normal person, but I'm not. So it will always be fuck you energy. Okay, so obviously the Suns won 116 to 102, 14 points. Do you see how quickly I did that math? Now, Jokic had 10 offensive boards and 10 defensive boards. So the Nuggets actually won the rebound battle for the first time, 46 to 38. Suns had 26 assists. I'm surprised it's not more, honestly. They had 10 steals. I don't even know how you could do that without playing defense. Chris Paul did have 2. He had 2 late, too. 12 turnovers, which is high for them. They shot 53% from the field, 90% from free throw, and 46% from 3. That's a lot more like the Suns we know and love. On the other hand, the Nuggets shot 34% from 3, 62.5% from the free throw line, and 41% from the field. Yikes. 14 turnovers, 3 blocks, 2 steals, 21 assists. Wow, what an ugly game. Now, let's get into the individual statistics. Jay Crowder, 34 minutes, 5 of 9 from the field. He hit 4 of his 6 threes, which is huge. It's so great to see him hitting threes again. I think a lot of people are shooting better because they don't have to play defense. It's like, who do you have to guard on this team besides Jokic? Michael Porter Jr. guards himself. Austin Rivers, that's cute. Campazzo with his bug-eyed fucking ass? Nah, not worried about him. Aaron Gordon with his lesbian energy. Shout out to Weedy for the joke. He said he looks like his sister does his hair. That is hilarious. Like, bro, how are you going to be in the first game talking about what everybody needs to do, and then in the most important game of the series, you start off 0 for 8, and I'm pretty sure he finished with, 2 for 10, and he got his 2 points when the game was over. You're pathetic. Shout out to James Jones for not making that fucking trade and getting rid of Cam Johnson for Aaron Gordon. That was muy bien. I was wrong. So shout out to you. But Jay Crowder finished with 14 points, 4 assists, 3 boards. Just what a complete game. All-Star next season? Who knows? Ayton had a pretty okay game, 10 points, 15 boards, 4 of 8. It's probably his worst game of the series so far. It's not bad, though, at all, but, it's not outstanding. 15 rebounds is pretty good, though, but I'm just saying, nobody went the fuck off. Nobody did anything that they can't do again, is my point. Chris Paul, 37 minutes. I'm surprised he had to play that many. 9 of 16 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3, 27 points, 8 assists, 6 boards. This is a playoff Chris Paul game. It sucks because it wasn't even needed, but this is he'll give you 2 of these a series, 2 or maybe 3 of these a series. Craig, 14 minutes, 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 5 points. He didn't have any rebounds, which is rare for him. Cameron Payne had a pretty good game, 4 of 7 from the field, 17 minutes, 9 points, 3 assists, 1 rebound. Bridges, 27 minutes. That's pretty low minutes for him. That's good. He had 11 points, 2 boards, 50% from the field, 1 of 3 from 3. Dario Saric is no more. He only played 10 minutes because if he played any more, it would have been a blowout, obviously. And, you know, they just wanted to keep people entertained somewhat. 2 of 3 from the field, 7 points, 2 assists, 4 boards. I mean, for 10 minutes, it's pretty damn good. Cameron Johnson, he only took 1 shot. It was a 3. 3 points, 3 assists, 1 rebound. And then Booker, last but certainly not least, played 40 minutes, which is pretty high. 11 for 23 from the field, 2 of 7 from 3. Finished with 28 points, 4 assists, 6 boards. Now, could they lose next game? It's possible. It's possible. It's also possible that a meteor could fucking strike. You know what I mean? It's like, I just don't see it. Like I said after game 1, I just don't see what the Nuggets can change to win a game. What are they going to stop? What are they going to do? Make Jokic faster? Get rid of his man breasts? I don't see it happening. So I think this series is over tomorrow, and it looks like the Suns are moving on to the Jazz. So shout out to everybody who made it to the end of the video. Everything is in the description. Come through and hang out with us on Twitch. I'll be there tonight. I'm telling you guys, the Death Valley t-shirt will be leaving soon, so you might want to go get that. And that's it. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.